Dear students, yesterday we discussed about what are the activities of building construction, that is creative design, construction, and the long-term support. And coming to creative design, that consisting of structural plan, action plan for the implementation of the product. In that creative design, we design our product and we can create the prototypes also. With the help of prototype design, we measure the performance of the system. So after, if it is correct, then we move to the detailed design that is done in creative design. And coming to construction, in that construction, we implement the product based on the action plan which is prepared in the creative design. After implementation of the product, then we move to the production, that is the last phase of the constructive design, and first phase is implementation. So before production we perform the testing also. In this constructive design we have been developed the prototypes. And coming to long-term support, in which we required maintenance. Why? Because not only designing and implementing the product, we required maintenance also. For example, user may change the requirements up to date. So based on that changed requirement, we upgrade the product. So during that time, we required maintenance. In that maintenance, we identify the errors, debug the errors, and also maintain the product. So this is about long-term support and the creative design and create construction activities of the building construction. Now we move to system development characteristics. That consisting of part of large activity, system development, transition from analysis to construction. Requirements are input to the system development. A system is the output from system development. And what are the parties involved in the system development? Parties are nothing but what users, where that may be customers or end users or developers or direct end users or indirect users. And coming to first one is the system development characteristic, that is part of a larger activity. So actually the system development is a part of larger activity of a company or organization. The figure shows how we are going to develop the product. So the figure consisting of three processes. One is sales process, production process, and another one is system development process. The input is orders and requirements from the customer, and output is deliver the products to the customer. And coming to sales process, actually the main flow passes from sales department to the production department. The main responsibility of the sales department is the sales department orders the product configuration for delivery product, and formulates the requirements uh, from formulates the requirements for the new product. And the coming to production department, that production department delivered the new product to the customer. So that is the objective of the production and objective of the sales department. See, the sales department orders the product configurations and that will be sent to the production department. Based on that ordered orders for the product configuration, the production department produce the product to the customer. And coming to sales department, the sales department collect the new requirements from the customer, and that will be sent to the system development. The system development will develop the new requirements which is collected from the sales department. After implementing that new requirements, that will be sent to the again production department. So the production based on that new requirements, the system development develop the product, and that will be submitted to the production department. The production department will produce the new product to the customer. So this is the process how we are going to develop the product based on the customer requirement. Next, only in part of larger activity, that is system development. Many peoples are involved in the sales department and production department as well as system development department. So number of peoples are involved in that uh, during development of the product. So with the help of skilled persons, risks. We reduce the risks of failures of the product, as well as we can improve the quality of the product with the help of technical persons, as well as the persons are having more experience, as well as the persons having more knowledge skills on the technology. The developers are involved in the system development. Actually, the product is described as a set of packages of functionality services termed as service packages. So what do you mean by service package? Actually, the service package is nothing but a mm, that is a customer order. Actually, the customer order corresponding to the product configuration that is specified as a set of service packages. That service packages are developed by the system development. That service packages also consisting of software items. That software items are transferred to the production department by the system development. These services packages are translated into building blocks. That means service packages are implemented with the help based on the customer requirement or order for the product configuration, which is collected from the sales department. So the service packages are converted into the building blocks. So the service package is nothing but it consisting of software elements. Software elements is nothing but a building blocks. That building blocks has a reusability mechanism. So with the help of reusability mechanism, we reduce the product development time, as well as cost for developing the product. See, the figure shows how the services packages are converted into the building blocks. Actually, what do you mean by service package? Service package is nothing but it is a sales department orders for the product configuration. So that product configuration specified as a service packages. The sales department collect the new requirements. The new requirements sent to the system development. Based on that new requirements, the system will develop the new requirement. That development of new requirement is nothing but a service packages. That service packages provide the functionality. That service packages is nothing but it consisting of software items. That is service items is nothing but that will be transferred into the building blocks. That has a reusability mechanism. With the help of reusability mechanism, we reduce the development time as well as cost of the product. See, once we develop the service packages, that will be transferred to the production department. Suppose, for example, the sales department create the order for product configuration. That will be transferred to the production department. The production department combine the all service packages which are related to the that particular order and produce the product to the customer. Next, we talk about system development. Development itself, it is a characteristic of the system development. In that system development, in the figure shows the system development process for the product. How we are going to develop the product? Same. We can take the new and changed requirements from the customer, and we can develop the product with the help of system development activities and deliver the new product to the customer. That is changed product. See, first we develop the new product, and actually the customers day to day change the requirements. So based on that changed requirements, we modify the existing system. That system is called changed system, that will be delivered to the customer. Next, system development is carried out in a number of steps. Gradual transformation of sequence models. It can be viewed as a process of producing model description consisting of three distinct phases. that follow each other seamlessly. Actually, then that system developer, it consisting of different steps. By using that steps, we develop the that steps are that is analysis, construction, and testing. What do you mean by analysis and construction and testing? We will see in the next class. Thank you.